This is looking pretty new. Let's go ahead and check her out. Definitely a lot of red there. 1950S. That is an awesome find. Think an upgrader. Hi there, this is Silver Chupacabra, along with Batman and Chewbacca in the back, and we are ready to search some penny rolls. There they all are. And as these are taking longer to collect, it's really nice that I've been getting stunned by some of the branches I've been to, and getting $10 worth of penny rolls. Is just astounding because a lot of the branches I go to, I'm only getting 2 still, which is fine. It is what it is. Anyway, we are looking to find some hole fillers here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look into the 1909 and 1941. As you can see, plenty to fill there, which makes sense. They're all in the teens. Plenty to fill in there. A lot of hard to get dates there in the 20s, and then plenty to fill in here. And as you can see, a lot of these, we even got a row filled out here, which is kind of cool. We've got a lot of these filled in, which is pretty darn cool for something that, you know, you're searching in circ boxes, or uncirc boxes, I'm sorry. No, circ boxes, sorry. Again, I'm apologizing to myself for whatever. When you're going into circ boxes, you shouldn't really expect much at all. And to get some of these in the teens, that's pretty good stuff. The 1941 book, which goes actually 1974, this is just an old collection book. I get these actually at coin shows for like $1, so it's like, hey. And as you can see, you know, we've got a lot of juicy ones up into the 50s. Those are all filled over there. We're still looking for the 40 AD. I don't know why that's being that tough. The 42S I get a little bit more at least. And then that 43 Steely. I haven't found a Steely for a few months now, which makes sense because they're tough to find. They kind of stand out in rolls. Anyway, we're ready to look through these. I'm not going to bother doing a ender piece because there's really not many enders to look at, and I did a quick look. It didn't look like there was anything to really look at. So we're just going to go right to it. I think we'll just start with this roll here. Okay, well, first roll has been laid out, and we're already pulling a find out. I gotta take a look. We've got a reverse here, and it's got a wheat here, so I'm thinking this is a wheatie. And there you are. I mean, there's definite wear there. I expect either 40s. I'm expecting kind of 40s here, to be honest. I'm going to skip the 50s, but 50s are always, available for these. See, it is going to be 50s, by the way. It's going to be a 55D. Once I saw that mint mark more underneath the second digit, I don't know why we're having focusing problems here. The mint mark underneath the 9 there, more than really the 5, or in the middle at least, it's in the 50s. It's just the way they minted it's just the way they minted them back then. Anyway, good start. Will there be something else coming out of this roll? Okay, roll 3 has been laid out, and we're going to have Wheatie number 2. There it is. Let's see, that's a lot of fine detail there, so most probably going to be high 50s, but you never know. You never know. You can get a little bit of red around the portrait. And there it is, 1957 Denver style. Cool beans, that's 2. Is there anything else lurking in this roll? So this is roll 4. And I don't have a find here, but I thought this is kind of cool. Just next to each other. Got a 1959 Philly. That went out of focus because my finger got put there. And a 1959 T right next to each other. Pretty cool mint cycle from the first year memorials here. I always like to look to see if there's a wheatback on there. You never know. Not that I've ever heard of that actually happening. Still a little bit left. To roll 14. It's been a little bit dry in the last about 10 rolls, I would say. But as you can see, we do have a Wheatie reverse hanging in here. This one is looking with some red peeking out, although it would probably be considered brown anyway. This is looking pretty new. Probably late 50s at best, but it's good shape. Let's go ahead and check her out. Definitely a lot of red there. There's, well, that S means that we're gonna, what was it, 55 was the last time for S's? So still could be in the 50s, but 1950 S, that is an awesome find. It was too bad about that large nick in his lapel there. That's a boo-hoo, but other than that, she's in pretty good shape. 50S, dang. Think an upgrader. That'll be the third Wheatie we have found. We're on a pretty good, let's just say, it's pretty average as we're going along here. I always feel like it's two Wheaties per row of 10 rolls. So you get 10 out of that if you go that way. Okie dokie. So roll 19 has been laid out. I did notice something with sides up here. Obviously that is Canadian. The 12 sides are from, 1880s and just into the early 1990s. 1880s, that's good. I wish they were the 1880s. 1980s to the early 1990s. And there you are, 1986. Remember, Canadians do not flip up, down, side to side. There she is. Only the Queen. Even though she has passed. Anyway, we got, I don't know, we got some interesting things happening here. We'll see. So, still run roll 19, and I had said, there might be some candidates here. Well, we did have one. Chair. We finally got one from the 40s, 1945, and I believe that is an S mint work. Nice. I think we had, a 44 and a 45S in the last penny box hunt we had. But anything with an S mint mark, we're always glad to get because, well, I don't live in San Francisco, let's say that. Just like I like getting some of the Philadelphias because, I live in Denver mint country, for God's sakes. Anyway, we'll check the rest. So, we have roll 24 in front of us, so basically we're about halfway in there. Decent so far. We've had 4 finds, and near the end of this roll, you can see the wheat ears looking in pretty good shape, too. Which probably means 50s, but hey, I thought a 50S was, well, still was 50s, I guess, but it was much younger than I thought. It's in pretty darn good condition here. Like I said, I'm thinking 50s all the way. Maybe even 58. Oh. It's got to be 40s. Wow. 1946D. Well, this is going to be the second one because the front here, the portrait's in really good condition. So modicum of wear on the chinny chin chin part there, but wow. I'm actually pretty, surprised, number one. I'm pretty impressed. Those are 2 good, 2 older, I guess you could say, pennies, and they're in great condition. Those could be upgraders. We'll find out. Well, anyway, there is still a lot to look here. We've got 5 finds. Can we get some more in there? Okay, we are in the back end of roll 31. We're going to get our 6th Wheatie find, which is cool. No, what's not cool is it's a carbon copy. I take that back. It is another 1946D. I would not call this a carbon copy, although not in bad shape, really. If you recall, the other 1946D was actually in massively good shape. Not bad, but you can see more wear on this one. But cool find. That is number 6. We are taking it. They are going to make us. Anyway, we are on to roll 32. That's it for that one. Okay, we are on to roll 32. As you can see, I did such a lovely job laying this out. A little bit of a malfunction, I would say, in that. Anyway, we have a foreign coin coming in, Canadian, 1979. A little bit of red trying to peek through there. Rim is a little, I could feel it right here, the rim is a little crusty. Meaning the rim's not in very good shape. But the rest of the coin is. That would be our second one that we have found. I'd like to really find a King George VI. Actually, I'd really go find a King George V. Is it a 5th? I cannot remember if the 5th is right before that or not. They switch monarchs out pretty wildly there in England. Not really. Seeing as Elizabeth reigned for, 70 years, for heaven's sakes? No. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that mess eventually. So we are at the back of roll 42. It's gotten definitely dry in the last 10 to 15 rolls. It is what it is. This is a penny box. We do have another Canadian, 1981. Pretty dirty, by the way. And there she is, Miss Elizabeth. And not the Randy Macho Man Savage Elizabeth here. Cool. That'll be our 3rd Canadian. I'd like to find some older Canadians, too. It should be nice. But anyway, we are on to roll 43. You're on a roll 47. And sticking out up here, we have our 7th wheatback. It's a little dirty, as you can kind of see. It was hard to see the coin in the first place. It kind of was camouflaged into the background of the mat. That's a lot of wear. There's a lot of wear on both ears. I don't know. It's a kind of a weird. I don't know why I just did the sideways trip on that one. Same thing with the portrait there. I would say 40s. Could be 30s. I don't know. Well, not with those numbers. You know what? It does happen to pennies in the 50s. They do get worn a whole lot once in a while. That's a 51D. Nice, this thing's been in water or something because there's a water level right there. Got a bit of rust there on the bottom. Not that the coin gave out the rust. It's whatever the hell was in there. Excuse my language. Anyway, that's number 7. And okay, we got back up to 7, just like the last penny hunt. We still have plenty to check out in this roll. So roll 48 has been laid out. I've always felt like the penny rolls or penny boxes. Well, no, let's go back to the rolls. It doesn't matter. Anyway, you can be down, kind of below average, and you know what? You just get one of these rolls that, I don't know. You get 2 wheatbacks. Got one right here. Both of them are reverse, which happens more often than anything else. It's a modicum of wear there on the back, but I don't think it's really going to be too old. I would say 40s, but it almost looks like a 50s portrait. And the D red almost underneath the 9 there says 50s, 1956, Denver. So we got our other one here. It's got a little more some nicks and it just kind of got beat up. Sometime I would say the wear is basically like the last one. I don't. Why am I all of a sudden doing the sideways? That I don't get. Anyway, thinking this is probably 50s, but you never know. Oh my gosh. Is that deja vu or what? 56 Denver again. Okie dokie. Those are finds number 8 and 9, and we still have this whole roll to check out. So this is roll 49, and I kind of missed this as I was going through. Always hard to miss these. It does look like the 12-sided one, but this will be 80s. You got a little red peeking through there. And there it is. 1987. That is the 4th Canadian. Yeah, they're not going to make up the difference between that and the Wheaties, so America wins again. The Battle of Coinage. Okay, well, Batman is alone. There wasn't a box, so you can't have a cave this time around. But anyway, that's the end of this penny hunt. And it was a pretty decent one. Other than really just not getting anything older than 1940. It's kind of things that we look for, but here's what it is. There are the coins. We have 9 Wheatie finds and 4 Canadians in this. We got a 45S. I always like getting San Francisco's. A couple of 46Ds. I think the one came after the other on that one. Which there's kind of something to tie in here coming up. Nice 1950S. This might be a upgrader. I think one of the 46SDs I think is going to be an upgrader too. 51D. I don't think that will upgrade anything. 55D, a couple of 56Ds, which were in the same roll, pretty close to each other, and then the 57D. Oh, and the Canadians, nothing of really oldness, so to speak. We got an 86, a 79. I don't know why these things are sitting out here like this. Thought I had already done this. 81 and 87. Was that 3 out of the 4 that are the 12 sides? No, just 2 of them. Anyway, there they are. I'm going to look for varieties, which won't take too much time. I think the 56D is something to look at with a double D. And probably that's about it. But we'll look at those and come back and see if there are any upgraders. I know there aren't any hole fillers, that's for sure. But we'll get back to you. Okay, well, here we are, and that's it. We are looking at the collection book. There were no varieties. I really only had a couple to look at there anyway, but there's that 50S looking nice. Definitely an upgrader there. The 46D, this will be an upgrader. I thought it was pretty close there, to be honest. But 2 upgraders, always cool to upgrade. You can start seeing that red kick down into the 40s. That's always a pretty cool thing. We are done. The good news is, we found a good number. I've always said that between 8 and 10 Wheaties in a box is usually a pretty good quantity. Quality, we're kind of struggling on the quality per se, although we did get a couple of nice upgraders. When I usually think of quality, I'm thinking of something that's older than 1940. So 30s, 20s, and teens. And right now, that's just we're not finding it. These customer wrapper rolls are tough ones. I don't know if they're being checked ahead of time. I have no idea whatsoever. But they do have Wheaties in them. 9's a pretty good number in there, by the way. So, anyway. Another good news is that I basically have enough for another penny box out already. So, once we're going to do some nickels next. Once we get done with that, I'm going to go back to pennies, which is kind of cool. It's been fun going through all the different varieties that I remember about, because nickels don't have this. Neither do dimes when it comes to varieties and errors. We're done. Everybody have a great week or weekend, depending on when you are watching this, if you are watching this. And I do appreciate you if you are watching the long form of this. And it doesn't even matter if it's the whole thing. Give you 2 seconds. Awesome. Bye. As I had mentioned, we're going to go to the nickels next, and I've got something kind of special for that, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll see everybody later. Be safe out there. Cheers to everybody.